Poesi! Get out! Who do you think you are to defoil our ritual? One of those mind shakers, no doubt.
Aiden, it is your duty to assure we are not interrupted.
1,000 pardons, Tien. It is indeed one of those mind shakers.
A mind shaker? Look at him more closely, Aiden. He is an Almanawi. Present yourself and tell me why you interrupt our ceremony.
My name is Desade. I have come looking for you to ask for your help.
I greet you, Donegad. We are so sorry to have interrupted your ritual. But my friend truly needs your advice.
Don't excuse yourself. Are you the daughter of Bladned? Are you not a Donegad as well?
It is true, but my healing are far less powerful than your own.
Then, how can I help you?
My cousin suffers from a terrible sickness.
I do not know this sickness. But perhaps we call it by a different name.
It turns the blood black's terrible suffering. And alas, it is fatal in all cases.
The symptoms of its victims start with severe headaches and nausea. Their blood becomes effectively darker and more viscous. The veins become visible. In the end, the victim weakens and dies. We have not, as of yet, found a treatment.
If the ailing touched by such a sickness, and I doubt able to heal your cousin.
We are looking for a remedy, but urgently need to relieve his pain. Could you slow the progression of the sickness? Keep him from suffering?
In that, I can help you. I know how to make one forget the pain, even the most severely wounded.
But Tiern, with all that is happening now, you cannot leave to visit this ill person.
It is true. My village needs me now. I cannot leave, and must attend them.
What is going on? Perhaps we can help you.
Truly? You?
Do they have a choice, Aiden? They do really seem to have need of me.
Well then, tell us what we need to do.
The situation has become unbearable. And it all started when these mind shakers began arriving. They wanted to convert everyone and take them to another place. Turn them away from us. And of course, the village folk would not be persuaded. But the mind shakers remained.
And it was also time the Tenland started to attack. It is not their way to do as such.
There are many wounded. And recently, many have gone missing. We must discover from where these monsters come.
I'll try and talk sense into the missionaries. Perhaps with the help of Bishop Pet. As for the attacks of the creatures, I will see what I can do. But I need more information.
Our master hunter, or the families of the Taken, could most likely help you.
Very well. I'll take care of it. Make preparations to accompany us. The days are burning like very thin candles.
Do not worry. If you see to the concerns of my village, I will be most happy to accompany you.
Let's go and see this Master Hunter. He may be able to explain all there is to learn about these attacks. Good day. Are you the Master Hunter?
Beurtir to madre, Naixe. I am indeed one and the same. What do you want of me?
The Denegad, Katasach, spoke to me about the animal attacks. Can you tell me more?
The Ten Lands have been angered. They are very angry. The beasts have always lived here. They only attack if we tread near their nest. They attack on sight. There have been many wounded, and some of our young have even disappeared. It killed them, but it is also possible they
What can you tell me about Tenlands?
They are peaceful, very calm, but who defend their young with during the years, I noticed we're not all the same. Not all from the same nest.
What do you mean?
That the other beasts don't come from here, but from other places. And that they are coming more and more often. To the healing powers of the Donegad survived, but the attacks happen more and more often, and they come with greater fury. I try to chase them away, to destroy any nests that I found, but still, more of them come. And now our children. The stress alone could kill our village.
Can you tell me who the children are?
A young fisherman and a gatherer. You will find the daughter of the woman and the brother of the man.
I will go and see them. I believe I can help you in your fight against the Tenlands. How would you advise me to go about it?
You must destroy their nests. It's sad, but the only way to stop their numbers growing. There are most likely 3 around here. I can point you in the direction to one that I discovered. I would have taken care of it, village, for my presence here. Must keep what I did not the 2 others. Some in the village may find them.
And how would I go about nests?
You must burn them and kill one, or else they will build again. We see them, especially at dawn. After that, we no longer see them. But be careful, Axie. Belongs. That is when they are most awake. Going out at night is very dangerous.
I thank you for your advice. We shall go and destroy these nests come dawn. Isn't it odd that these creatures who are normally passive have become so aggressive?
Yes. Yes. This has never happened in my lifetime.
What do you know? Speak. Lives are at risk.
Do not speak of things I am not sure of. The Renaigse, like you, do not understand the bond we have with nature.
What do you know about the missionaries?
Mind shakers. They came here before the attacks of the Tenlands and buzz around us like flies. They speak of light, of demons, and the soul. Their words make little sense. All that they want is for us to join their village, and that we serve them as if they were Tier. They want to Renaigse. They want to sever bond with our lands. Their words do not touch, understand. But the young are sometimes swayed and listen. Follow them to their Eden village, and they become fervent. Their bond is cut.
Have you tried to fight?
But some have fought. Because they treat young girls badly. I think if not for the attacks, no have turned to light. But hope fled our village. The weak of courage Listen to their lies.
It sounds as if the began at atonement for the missionaries. Is there anything that we might be able to do for you?
Besides destroying their nests and lands, do the art of croppings. Our art was among the wounded, and my weapon is broken.
I can try to repair it.
Here, in this condition, it is of no use to me at all.
I must... Katasakh with the families of those missing. Perhaps they might know where the tenants have built their nests. Good day. I've been here by your Denegad. He asked me to help you.
I hope he is right, or not like the Mind Shakers. My sister has gone missing.
It is for we read here, to attempt to find her or to understand what has happened.
Then I will tell you what I know.
Your sister, what does she look like?
She is a very beautiful young woman. Kind and sweet. I miss her so very much.
Is she very careful? Does she know she should be wary of the beasts?
Oh yes, she knows it very well. Stars fade of late, and the stars make you forget all caution.
How long has she...
2 nights since. She told me that she was going to gather berries. It was early in the day, but she returned. I called for her from the edge of the village in vain, and the Tenlands were roaming.
Do you know where she usually goes?
Certain. In the clear, we find a great many berries there.
Is there anyone in the village that might want to harm her?
No, everyone loves her. Maybe a lich.
Why do you say that?
Beautiful and young. The Mind Shakers took notice, and the boys of the village did as well.
What do you think has likely happened?
She must have been attacked by the Tenlands. It was early and out mostly at night.
You think it might have been something else?
Even if it is a strange hope. Perhaps she was taken by the Mind Shakers. They were pestering her the other day without respect. A boy intervened and chased them off.
But you think that they might have captured her when she was outside of the village? Inspection. Tell me about the Tenlands, about their attacks.
I came across the beasts. We knew their nesting ground, clear of them. But now they are everywhere and they attack everyone. They've even been known to come as close as the clearing where we pick berries. Very far from their favorite grounds.
Do you know how to fight them?
I am not a fighter. If you want such advice, ask the master.
Very well. A clearing.
Possible, because before there was never one near there.
Could you tell me about the missionaries?
On a Senag. They think that they can take anything they desire.
What do you mean?
They came to our beautiful village. They wanted to take away our young people. Many heard their words and left. We never saw them again. But I saw how they treated my sister. I believe that they take the young to serve them. They wanted my sister like that, as if she were a tool. And if it were not for the young fisherman.
The one who's...
Yes. He was very brave. I hope it hurt her to avenge their pride.
I'm going to have to go and speak with them. I must leave now. Good day. My name is from the congregation. I've been told that someone dear to you has disappeared.
Yes, my little brother. He left to go fishing, like every day, and he did not return.
Your Donegad asked me to help you. Any information you can give me will be very useful.
This is true? I hope your words to be heartfelt. My insides are twisting in fear that my brother is lost.
Can you describe your brother for me?
He is young, rather tall and strong. The girls find him handsome. Such a nice guy, but he is wild off the tether, and often his curiosity in trouble.
Can you tell me more precisely when he disappeared, where, and under what circumstances?
It was 2 days past. I saw him leave to go fishing, as he was often to do.
And you cannot remember anything out of the ordinary?
No, he was full of joy, full of life. I am so worried about him.
Did your brother have any enemies?
No, I can't think of anyone who would plant strife. Perhaps a youth rivalry. He didn't get along particularly well with the Master Hunter, but it was nothing serious. He did get in a fight with them, but they surely wouldn't have taken him.
It's still a lead. Was he close to anyone?
He has been dreamy and more joyful than usual. Those are the signs of someone stricken with love. But he no longer wants to share secrets with me. He told me that he has grown beyond the shadow of his brother. And the birds in his branches are his.
What do you think most likely happened?
He could have come face to face with Tenlands. They've become angry of late. But he knew how to avoid them. He might have had a run-in with the Mindshakers as well. He got into a fight with them a while back. Because of a young girl in the village.
You think the missionaries might have soldiers?
I don't know. But he might have went to find them in their village. He bears no good feelings towards them.
I will go and see. Maybe they can tell me more. Did your brother know the other girl who disappeared?
Yes. It is because of that girl that he fought with the Mindshakers.
Could she be the source of his happiness of late?
I don't think so. They have been friends since they were little. And she is promised to another.
A promise can be broken. And it might be the reason your brother has kept it secret.
Perhaps. But what would it matter? He would not have fled with her. Not without saying farewell.
What's about the Tenlands?
They are beasts that live near water, rivers or coasts. In all our memories, only if you approach their nests do they anger and attack. But lately...
Yes, Katasak told me they attacked the villagers. Could you point me in the direction of their nest?
I know where to find one, but there are certainly more. Brother should not have left the village alone. But for a while now, he does not share my fears for him.
Could you tell me about the missionaries?
The Mindshakers. They came here to take us to a marvelous village. They said it was a perfect place, where all is shining in light, and where there is no danger.
Their words seem to have been to your liking.
A place full of peace is a dream. Here we must fight to survive, since the Tenlands have grown angry. And now, their stories of light are difficult to imagine. It's like a beautiful place. But my brother fought with them. He gave trouble to a young girl, one of his friends. He told me that these Mindshakers were liars. That they were hurting the more innocent young. I don't really know what to think. If they took them, could you tell them to give them back? There is no fair trade for our children.
The story about the fight compels me to at least ask them some questions. I must be leaving. It seems our two missing youths were together here. No need for a seer to see that there's more than friendship between them. Here is your weapon. It has been made new.
Thank you. You have given it back its purpose. It belonged to my master before me, and you have understood its nature. It may be that you are more on Almanawi than Renaigse, and that you will one day see as we. During my walks, I saw a great Tenland of clear skin. The others seemed to follow him. I felt that he called them, that he fed them rage, and that his place is not here.
Why didn't you try to kill it?
It's very strong, and the others protect him. I was only able to track him to his lair, cavern. I placed traps all around it, but all were avoided. He is clever.
You say he doesn't have us here. What do you mean?
That he was brought here to attract the others and make them rage. By men, the Renaig say. But I cannot prove this. That is why I did not wish to voice it. I feel it. Nothing more.
The brother of the young fisherman told me that you do not get along.
Had arguments from time to time, but they were of no importance. This boy is too quick to anger. He does not have the calm of a good hunter of fish.
I need to rid yourself of him.
Of course not. Our kind would do thing.
I must be going.
Do you have any news? Do you know where my sister is?
But I've not given up the search. Was your sister fond of a young fisherman who also disappeared by any chance?
They have known each other since they were little. Like all the children of the village, they have always been friends.
Only friends?
Yes. He defended her when the Mindshakers wanted to take her. But she is promised to another.
The brother of the young fisherman told me that he suspected him to be in love. And it started with the story of the fight.
He defended her because he has heart, and because she is his friend. But she was promised. If the boy had a sweetheart, then it must be another young girl.
Listen, I really need to know everything that can help me find your sister. Hiding something, anything, will only make me lose time.
I have told you everything that I can. Bring her back to me. Please do this.
If your sister broke the promise, we shall keep the secret. She will not be banished by our doings.
I believe you, Donegad. and I shall share with you all that I know. You are right. I know she loved this boy and met each other in secret.
Why did you hide that from me? I'm not her suitor.
You are a Renaigse. You do not understand what a promise entails. When two young people give themselves to one another, they weave a bond between them, but also with their village. Breaking it would mean banishment. I want her to have to leave.
I see. That's why they had to meet in secret. Do you know where they went?
In the clearing. Oh, I hope nothing has happened to them.
I shall go and see if I can find any trace of them. I must leave now. Why did it take her so much time to accept that her sister was in love with that boy?
The sister was betrothed to another. Breaking a promise is taking the risk of being exiled. Does one's work mean nothing on your island?
We are near water, in the area the fisherman's brother mentioned. A nest must be close to here.
Things are about to get dicey!
The dominant one only came out at dawn. I should come back later. It is dawn, the ideal moment. I will kill the dominant one before destroying it. I am the legate of the congregation of merchants on this isle. Might I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Our allies from the continent are always welcome among us. What do you want to know?
Could you tell me what your mission here is?
We must return these lost souls to the light, and guide them so that they might receive the revelation. We have constructed the perfect village, Eden, where they might discover peace. In this protected paradise, they can receive divine teachings and join the illuminated, chosen people.
Have you heard about the Tenlin attacks on the village?
I didn't know those creatures were given that name, but yes, we have heard talk about the attacks. We offered them our help and some comfort in their most difficult hour.
In exchange for some inspiring conversation, I suppose.
Of course. These horrible beasts have most certainly been sent by the demons of this isle. To chase only a few away would be of no use. If they truly desire peace, they must see the light.
You haven't been victim of these attacks?
On occasion, yes. But thanks to the Illuminated, we were able to chase them away with...
You seem to assert that the attack Tenlins is somehow linked to the demons on the isle. Whereas these are creatures that the natives have always known. They nest beside them.
These are familiar beasts, but hasn't anyone informed you that their patterns have changed? These creatures have been riled up by the demons of the island, who have come to realize we are near victory. Sending them against these poor people, they maintain them in a state of fear and obedience to their shaman healer. One way to truly make these attacks cease, my child. Convert these people. Defeat these demons.
The denegad of this is for you to depart. You disturb the tranquility of their village.
And you expect us to obey him? Haven't you known that he is a servant of the island's demons? To leave would be to abandon the simplistic souls of all those that follow him, ceding victory to the demons. No, my child. Not leave this place until the light shines over every dwelling.
The denegad of this village wishes for you to depart. You disturb the tranquility of their village.
And you expect us to obey him? Haven't you understood that he is a servant of the island's demons? Leave would be to abandon the simplistic souls of all those that follow him, ceding to the demons. No, my child. We will not leave this place until the light shines over every dwelling.
I must go. We're going to need to find some leverage if we want to force these missionaries to leave. Perhaps searching through their belongings will give us something we can use to put pressure on them. One more thing.
Yes?
I must go. One more thing.
Yes?
I must go. One more thing.
Yeah.
I must go. can these so-called religious men dare to abuse these young people? I thought that the word of the enlightened was very clear on the...
They do not see us as fellow humans, so they think they can do anything to us.
One more thing.
Yes?
I found a document in your belongings. The content is quite enlightening. Your missionaries have forgotten the divine teachings. Are not all forms of abuse against your religious commitments?
A few missionaries did stray from the path. This is true. But our mission is too vital to let zealous natives dissuade us. You should have never read that. Stop! We're late.
Now leave the region and do not return.
We shall not forget the manner you have treated us, but you shall not see us here again.
Presence of the tenons in this clearing. There must be a nest not far from here. The idea. I must kill the dominant one to destroy the I can't do that. I can't do that.
mercy!